continue looking here into the general prologue of the Canterbury Tales. Befell that in that season, on a day, in Southwark at the tabard as I lay. So we see where we are. We're at the tabard. This is in basically what we would call today an inn, not a hotel or a motel, but there'd be a big gathering space. Everyone could, common room, sit down for a big meal together, enjoy some beverages. So all the pilgrims are coming together, ready to wend on my pilgrimage. So this is the pilgrimage that we talked about before, right? That idea, the journey of the hero, now is not just limited to that one rare person, but we all get to go on the journey of the hero to Canterbury with full devout courage. So here's where we're going, to Canterbury, that like we talked about last time. At Neat, we're coming to that hosteria. That's another Middle English word for inn. Well nigh and 20 in a company. So how many pilgrims do we have? 9 and 20. So we have 29 pilgrims of sundry folk. Oh, this is kind of neat. Sundry means various. And what we see here in the general prologue gives us a snapshot of social order in what today we call the High Middle Ages. If you remember, when we talked about the three estates previously, about the nobility, the clergy, and the peasants, right? Feudalism, that was basically the rule for the bulk of the medieval period. What's happening is very slowly, as we move closer and closer to the Renaissance, which we're doing in the High Middle Ages, this starts to break down and it starts to be replaced by a much more diverse social order. And what we see in the Canterbury Tales, we see people from the top of the social order, we see people from the bottom, and we see people from in between. And this is really, really cool as far as literature goes. We get to see not, right, if we think about the different things we've been reading so far with the three estates, that was limited to the nobility. Of course, there's a lot more to life than just the nobles. So now we get to see this with the Canterbury Tales. Oh, which is so cool, right? So going through and talking about, all the different people coming in, then, right, to fellowship anon and made forward early for to rise. So gonna get a good night's sleep. We're gonna wake up early the next morning and we're gonna start our journey. But nonetheless, while I have time and space, this is something really cool. What's happening here? This is where we have Geoffrey Chaucer, and this is what's often referred to as the poet as pilgrim. What Chaucer's doing is he's taking himself and putting himself into the work. And this allows him to provide commentary for us, right? Yeah, he's putting himself in here kind of camouflaging himself as a pilgrim that lets him see things from, first person point of view as he's going through. Me thinketh it accordant to resound to tell you all the condition of each of them, so as it seemed to me, in which they weren't, and of what degree. So we're talking what degree again? We're talking about social class. And eke and what array that they were in, and at it can meet. Then I will first begin. Chaucer's letting us know he's going to do all of this for us. He's going to start with the knight. In case you're curious, why would he start with the knight? Well, that's right. Nobles still get first in line. Exactly. Wow. So we have all this going on in the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales. If you want to, you can flip ahead, kind of scan and take a look at all of the different pilgrims that are here and how Chaucer is representing such a wonderful, wonderful, broad canvas of social order life in the Middle Ages. Until we see each other again, be well, do good work, and keep in touch.